Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 8th through the 14th. We're going to connect here and see what's going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. If you happen to stumble upon this video outside of those dates, don't you worry, your pretty little head, my dears. You came here whenever you were meant to come here. So whenever the messages apply, you will receive those messages. Keep in mind that this is a general reading. Not every single aspect is going to apply to your situation and circumstance, but take whatever does. So we're going to go ahead and jump in here, Pisces, and see what is coming up for you, my darlings. We're going to kick it off here with your first card. And first up, we have the Devil. This could be Capricorn's energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. However, those of you that watch my weekly forecasts, you know that I try to steer clear from other people and other things and love and relationships and that kind of stuff. I try to keep it separate. And in the weekly forecast, I try to focus on how you might be dealing with energy, how things are affecting you personally. And so in that case, and in that instance, if we're not looking at other people, this could be a situation within yourself of overcoming fear and negative self-talk. Okay, sometimes the Devil card can also mean somebody has been putting way too much importance on like the material or the physical things, right? Too much value in what you have, or how much money you're making. And not that like you're living a very glamorous life, but maybe you have a lot of pressure on yourself, like you feel as though you're not measuring up because you don't have those glamorous things, or thinking or feeling that other people are looking down on you for that reason. Okay, this can also indicate for some of you karmic situations, breaking out of karmic situations, karmic cycles, okay, feeling stuck, feeling trapped. But Pisces, for the majority of you, I just feel this is getting out of the negative self-talk, right? The negative ego has a way of really discouraging us, because the negative ego doesn't like us to change. It doesn't like us to grow, especially if we're going to change or grow in a way that's going to help a lot of other people and create big cosmic shifts, or little domino effect. Even though it's a positive thing, it can be very scary. And so when you find yourself really struggling with that, with the negative self-talk, that little part of you that's, beating yourself up and putting yourself down, remind yourself and say, wow, I must be super close to a massive breakthrough, that I have all of this negativity in my head right now. You can pray, you can meditate, okay, and you can ask for help and guidance in thinking more positively. You can ask Archangel Jophiel to help you see yourself in a more loving way, to think more positive, loving thoughts, and to see life in a more beautiful way. Okay, your next card here, my dears, is the Moon. Okay, so some of you are still being affected by that moon energy, and I say this, Pisces, because you guys are very moon sensitive, right? You're associated with the moon energy, and so a lot of you might still be feeling that Leo full moon we had, and we're coming into an Aquarius new moon. And again, I'm not an astrologer, but from what I've read and from what I have heard other astrologers talk about and explain, both of, like, this moon cycle in particular is bringing us out of fear, right? Bringing us out of fear, stepping into our authenticity, allowing ourselves to be seen. And so, Pisces, a lot of you are having that desire to just kind of like want to emerge, right? But then there's the fear aspect. So the moon card here is, deep feelings, intuition, fears, worries, things that we kind of try to keep hidden. So you might feel these things coming to the surface. When they come to the surface, it's very tempting to push them back down. But if they're coming to the surface, they're coming to the surface because you're ready to deal with them. You're ready to just kind of acknowledge them and feel them and let that wave pass and let them go, right? Let them go, let them drift on elsewhere. So A lot of you might have memories of the past coming up, or looking at insecurities coming to the surface. But this is all a part of the clearing, the release for this new energy to come in, right? I all of a sudden got in my head the original Disney Little Mermaid, the cartoon from like the 90s, when she's singing Part of Your World, and she like wants to swim up to the surface, and she just wants to join all the people. And so I kind of feel that kind of vibe from you guys, Pisces, right? This vibe of, and maybe for some of you, the whole kind of lockdown thing is starting to get to you. And even if you weren't the most, social person, maybe you're just feeling like you're wanting to connect with people, or you're wanting to put yourself out there in some way. So in that process, there's some release that's happening for many of you. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is very fast moving energy, okay? Very fast moving energy, very passionate energy. Sometimes it can indicate having to make a decision in a short period of time, or somebody approaching you with some kind of an ultimatum. Now, the fact that you guys had the Devil card come up as the first card, again, I'm not going to focus too much on love and romance here, but the fact that the Devil card came up as the first card, and now you've got the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands for me sometimes can be someone who comes in and out of your life. They come in and out of your life. And so some of you might be dealing with like this lower vibrational attachment, or a karmic soulmate. And keep in mind, it might not be romantic for every single one of you. Maybe for some of you, this is a family member or a friend that just kind of comes in and out, in and out, in and out. And you guys have this very, this cycle that doesn't work very well for you, right? Like you're always kind of worse off for them having reappeared, and then you might kind of miss them and wish they'd come back. And it just might be a very difficult relationship or connection. For the Knight of Wands, I feel for some of you you're having this person return or resurface. But because you have the Devil card as your first card, this is your opportunity to break that cycle. Like, to not let them back in. And Pisces, for those of you that are dealing with this kind of energy, I mean, heck, it could be a parent for some of you. It doesn't have to be like a romantic thing. But for those of you who are dealing with this energy, I feel for some of you, if you really think about it, it's like this person seems to resurface when you're finally like getting a hold of yourself and working on yourself and making progress. That's when you know it's like a negative attachment, because it's like you're making progress and they're coming in and you're giving them a chance, and then they're making a mess of everything, destroying everything, and then you have to build yourself all back up all over again, when they disappear or when they ghost. That's not a good situation, right? So for many of you, this is your chance to be like, nope, I'm doing good right now. I'm working on myself. I'm getting focused on my goals, my dreams, my ideas. I'm doing my emotional work. I don't need this person to come up right now. Right? I don't need this person to come back into my life right now. So this is a chance for a lot of you to close a chapter that's kind of been like haunting you for a while. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Two of Cups, right? So by taking this stance, and, setting this boundary, you're making a statement to the universe that you're only going to allow people in your life who are supportive, who are loving, who you can depend on, who are going to have your back, right? Now, I don't mean to stereotype or overgeneralize, but the Pisces that I have known, the Pisces that are in my life, my Pisces relatives, my Pisces friends, they've always been super, super loving. And they've always been like, wanting to, like, they've been generous. They've been very giving of their time, their energy. They want to be liked. If there's something that's bothering someone, they try to be there for them. Or, if they did something that hurt somebody's feelings or bothered that person, they try not to do it again. Like, the Pisces that I have known have always been super considerate. Okay. The problem is that when we're a very loving, generous, giving person, unfortunately, a lot of the times it attracts people that just want to take and take and take and take and take, right? And so some of you are breaking out of that cycle with this karmic situation. Maybe it's a work situation, maybe it's a family member or an old lover or whoever just kind of comes and goes. You're taking the stance and you're saying, no, it's not working for me. It's not working for me. I only want people and situations in my life that are filling me up. I don't want things that are going to leave me empty. And so you're taking this stance, and now you're attracting this energy here of situations and people who come into your life with something to offer, right? This is a giver meets giver, and they continuously give to each other and put each other first. And so this can go on forever in a positive way, in a healthy way, continuing to grow. Okay, so if you're trying to manifest something healing here, then this is happening for you guys, Pisces, within the coming week and within the coming weeks, I will say, because you've got these major arcana energies. Major arcana energies are going to be around for a while. They're big crossroads, they're big changes, they're big shifts, putting us back on the right path. Some of you maybe have been or were tempted to stray from a committed relationship, and you're realizing that the temptation wasn't as good as it appeared, and you're being able to rebuild that relationship. And other ones of you have had this karmic situation blocking your relationships, and you're getting it out of the way so that you can actually establish this loving, beneficial relationship. Overall, Pisces, I feel a lot of you are going to have Archangel Jophiel around you, Archangel Raphael around you, helping you in this process of healing. Okay, healing the heart, healing the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you treat yourself, right? Because like I said, the Pisces that I have known have been very loving. And a lot of the times, we wouldn't say to a complete and total stranger, we wouldn't talk to a complete and total stranger the way we talk to ourselves in our heads sometimes. And so Pisces, I feel like a lot of you are breaking out of that and coming into treating yourself and being loving towards yourself and supportive towards yourself just as much as you are to the people in your life. Okay, so there's this very positive, energetic breakthrough of, coming into seeing yourself as a beautiful, deserving person and attracting that energy in your life and the people and the situations in your life that treat you the way that you deserve to be treated, as a beautiful person worthy of receiving. Okay, you may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those resonate more than your sun sign, or they might add a little extra information. You may want to schedule a private reading. If you want to, you can go to calendly.com/amethystangelite and you can schedule a private reading with me there. Love videos for February will be up soon. I will have those linked in the description of the video. And those of you waiting for the podcast, it's finally up, and I will link the first episode in this video description as well. Thanks for watching, my darlings. Take care.